we'll go for Clarence. If you can give an update for Shagal as he's been absent.
Clarence was very tired last week and may have fallen asleep for half the session.
You know what happened leading up to that point.
He was asleep for a very long time.
Yeah. It had been a very heavy weekend.
Okay, all right. Well, as Summer was meant to do it last time and she didn't because she was taking a shit, please, if you'd be so kind.
Oh shit, all I remember is Jarek got a tattoo, an amazing tattoo.
A really shitty tattoo.
We beg to differ on that one.
Oh, I think it's really shitty.
I'm actually considering getting it done myself in real life.
God.
Excuse me? I take my headphones out for 10 fucking seconds and I just get bullied.
But rave.
It was... Whatever. Okay, I'm finding... Right, Nick, can you make me a new character sheet? I'm quitting. Dirac is quitting the party.
Okay, come on, Summer, please. What happened last
me, hello.
Give us an update.
So
Anything Shagal may have missed.
went to weapon shop.
Went to weapon shops
and getting my staff modified. Nice. So I'm currently in debt. And then had a fun little meeting at what's his name's house. No, it wasn't at his house, it was across the road. About, I don't really know. I didn't write down what it was about, but I just had the hooded arse wipe, don't trust, and need to go to Underwalk.
Wow.
And something about traps.
It was slightly important that meeting. It was kind of like the fate of the entire city.
Quite a lot of important bits that you've missed there.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of writing last week, not gonna lie.
So, basic premise is that leading from your wyvern hunting trip, you managed to successfully return back to the Cobalt Reserve and present the young lady with 2 wyvern tails so she could continue her research, and she would then return the favour by meeting up with Swain, who was the worker at Gilmore's Glorious Goods, and who was interrupted by an elderly figure who turned out to actually be a member of the class, stealing your gold, and so you gave chase. There was a moment where you...
It's my god, the bugger.
Yeah. There was a moment where you decided then to, after some time later, you went to a restaurant and there was 2 individuals that recognized you from the attack on the class member, not knowing all the details, coincidentally handed you into the authorities who arrested you under some sort of protest, but nonetheless you went into questioning, and then a huge eruption of attacks sprawled throughout the city, and there was a thought that the class may have been behind it because you was under the influence and aware that they were planning an attack. However, it turned out that hordes of devils and such had overtaken the city and were attacking civilians and guards and class members. Proving yourself, you managed to swiftly deal with some quite deadly creatures in front of Lieutenant Merrick, who was the one that was questioning you, the same individual that you all kind of had an altercation at one of the main gates with. You then also was intervened with Zimmerset, who asked you to meet him, and so they could discuss things further and try and work out what was going on. With some things that were going on over the night, and with dreams and voices in people's heads, etc. You then went to the Hall of Reason, and there was a council of some of the individuals that you'd already met before, along with a single individual that you'd recently been approached by, who was went by the name of Zephyr Smythe. And you kind of each got a bit of information and gave a little bit, and you kind of got the concept that Wizcrack had taken the sword from Hufflau's tomb, awoken Hufflau, then somehow the blade was linked, and the attack on Joran was linked to now these voices in your head, and that the likelihood is that the attack that was within the temple ward was linked to this somehow, and it seems that they were after a particular thing to have the Crawling King released from his prison. And that's kind of the concept or bits and pieces that you gathered from your journeys and this meeting. Have I missed anything? I take it no. Okay. So, hearing the council's words and sharing the information you have learnt, speculating in most but sharing nonetheless, perhaps learning some things along the way also, you approach the exit to hastily investigate the underwalk. As you exit, 2 guards stop at the door in your way, each holding an arm of a limped, hanging half-elf, face hanging down. He looks up and looks at you all. "Apologies," one says, and then looks beyond you. "Lieutenant Merrick, we found this one. He was in a clasp hide. Insists he's not one of them, and that he is concerned for the ones he lost on a journey, that he may have more information about the clasp also. He's in bad shape." And as the half-elf musters the strength to look up at you all, you see, of course, Shael, battered, bloodied, and clothes in disrepair, eyes swollen and clearly affected by this afternoon sun.
Never seen him before in my life.
Jesus Christ. That, you don't look good, mate. I'm going to be honest.
I've seen you better.
Yes. Remind me not to get captured by the clasp.
You don't want
Seems
to
a bit
be-
cheap.
Oh. Who's there? I don't see really good.
It's shut up, Lana. It's the group. Yeah, I can't imagine you're seeing very well at all. You can heal him, right, Lana? You're like moderately okay at that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get somewhere that's not the midday sun, because that's not going to be
You swiftly interrupted by Zimmerset, who comes forth and is like, "Please, is this one of your friends?
Aye.
Let me see what I can do." And he holds out his hand, and you feel the warmth healing you somewhat, but with the injuries being as extensive as they are, you're still quite sore and bruised. Your eyes not as swollen, but still affected by the bright light of the sun that you haven't seen in a few nights.
That feels a little bit better. Ah,
Thank you, Margrave.
You're welcome.
but I feel a bit tired. I need to sit.
Don't blame me. Right, I think it's all right if we delay the this afternoon's mission until we can at least get him looking properly. I asked the Margrave.
Kind of looks to the rest of his council and is like, well, time is a pressing matter. Of course, we've had more reports that imps are scattering around the city, but guards can only do so much. If their source has come from the Underwalk, then if you're able to...
Bigger.
How are you going to do if we get to the dark, Shael? I imagine it will help, but any idea how much?
Well, how much of a pressing matter is time, you think?
Evil gods.
The most pressing it's ever been, I'm afraid.
Because we have a big problem with the clasp here.
Oh boy.
And those sims are actually saving our ass right now.
Sorry, what?
We need to talk somewhere in private.
No, we can do it here. Why? Because on one hand, we have evil fuck off god. On the other hand, we have imps and people possibly paying us to get rid of them.
I think they might be the same source, to be honest, Lana. I think the evil fuck off god is summoning said imps.
And on the third side, we have the clasp, whose plans are delayed because of the imps.
What is their plan?
You know, standard class thing, taking over the city, killing the ruler.
Margaret?
Sorry, Jack,
Normal
did I
stuff
say
like
evil
that.
god?
You did say evil god, yes.
I thought I did say evil god hanging around in my brain. Yeah,
Well,
I thought I
our
did.
reports suggest that the clasp have gone into hiding for now, and they're just as much as risk of these attacks for these imps than we are. If you're saying that their plans have been postponed, yes, it's for the best. But for now, there's one that's on our doorstep. We've
I have to
increased the
agree.
guards.
We do need to get rid of this imp situation, and I think it's better we try and get rid of them while they're actually here and we know where they're coming from.
We will stay within the Hall of Reason. If you're saying there's a pressing attack that could happen at any point, then our best chances of survival are there. I'll have a handful of my men stand guard. We've already increased the guard threshold on the city. Hopefully they will postpone for us to at least come up with a strategy if that is the case. Your friend should be okay to hold his own, but he may be at a slight disadvantage with his injuries that I cannot yet heal. But if he's as tough as you all seem to have been in the past, I'm sure he can hold his own. Hopefully.
Well, considering he looks like that and isn't dead yet, I think we can assure he is pretty tough.
Is there not a way we could orchestrate the imps and the class to fight each other and thin each other's numbers out?
By all accounts, that's already occurring. Any of the clasp that are captured outside or within buildings that have been set upon, clasp are dying in the street as much as our common folk. and our guards. But we have had positive feedback in terms of them pressing back and holding the lines where need be. Fortunately, your help in the battle earlier, that has done some work. But if we can get to the source, that would be a much greater advantage.
Also, if anyone else is going to be going to the source, it's going to be the people that are getting fucked by him, right? If we're sending an advanced team, i.e. us, there's a good chance the class will be sending a couple of people to try and flush out the imps as well. So, I mean, 2 birds with 1 stone, maybe.
They may very well be doing that. However, our experience, the class look out for their own. They're probably holding out until the guards deal with it, hoping that our numbers fall dramatically, giving them the advantage. The sooner we deal with this threat, the more lives we can save.
All right. Shall, I guess, stay at the back for now then, because this is, as discussed, quite a pressing matter.
Well, okay. But keep in mind, I'm barely walking.
Well, you can write. How much do you weigh? Not much, I'm guessing.
Not much, but I can walk on my own.
You can always help, like Kegger's there to use as an aid if need be. She's about walking stick height.
You ever had like the morning after going to the gym and you've overdone it at the gym and literally everything aches?
Mm-hmm.
That's currently your vibe of sensation and just sensitivity to the light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tell you what. Let's get into the underwalk and then find out how we feel. Because if it turns out that you're going to get in the dark and be absolutely fine, then well, lucky us.
Well, my sight would be fine.
There we go. And that's half the battle, isn't it?
Okay, let's go.
DM, as they all walk out, I'm gonna hang back with the what's her face?
Zeppelin?
Simset, the one that could get rid of the curse.
Margrave, Simmerset.
Yeah.
Yep. Are you not going with your friends, Kaplana?
You said you could get rid of the thing that's plaguing my sleep. Could you help with that, please?
Well, we can do, but as I said, it's like a ritual. It may take a while.
Great. All right, but I'm holding you to that.
Of course,
No.
I'm a man of my word. See me as soon as the deal has been dealt with, and we will discuss further action, and we will deal with your issue.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, and I'll run after everyone else.
Okay. So, as you walk through the Opal Ward, which you've become familiar with over the past day and a half, you once again find the entrance to the Underwalk. This time, the cover, the manhole cover that was once there, is obliterated. Shards of this metallic, heavy cover in pieces around its hole. And you smell a very pungent, kind of smoky, ash-like rot from the air below. Not the same as like just sewer air. This is something like a bit more grotesque.
You do notice on the way that Cho is moving at half speed. Because apparently he cannot move faster.
Okay, we take it slow then. I think we're going to be taking it slow anyway. We're going to be, in enemy territory, but that's good to know.
So let me see. Make sure I've got one up ready.
Oh, do you still have your bird, Shael?
I never had a bird. I had a cat.
You had a cat. Sorry, I remember it being familiar.
Yeah, a black cat.
Do you still have said black cat?
I might need to resummon.
Gotcha.
So
They might have killed him.
as you descend the stairs leading to the underwalk, JL, your sight is more comfortable here to the point where you can now start to see and focus on the shapes of your party members, and kind of colors seem to refocus a little bit better here.
No, that's better. Do I have my sword in my book?
You was fortunate enough that your sword and your book were carried by the two guard when they managed to take you back to the Hall of Reason. So yes, you do.
At least I have that.
Yeah. It becomes apparent to the rest of the party that you seem to be carrying a lot less like things with you than you did before. Literally, like, you can see that he has his clothes that are like in tatters from the beating and abuse that he got from the clasp and being dragged to where he was being held. But it seems that his only belongings at this stage is his sword and his book.
What did you do to piss them off? Or what didn't you do?
Well, I did a lot of things in my past to piss them off. By the way, Gaplana, they're also after you. Just saying.
I mean, it's no real surprise. At the same time, I would like to see their heads on the plate. So, fuckers nicked my gold.
Oh.
Do you want me to go after more of them? Try and fist more in the bum.
Well, did you hear about that, Shael? I understand you were in captivity, but maybe you heard about some exploits of ours.
Well,
For lack of a better term, we sodomized a midget.
They were planning an attack on the city.
Mm-hmm.
That was supposed to be a diversion for an attack on someone called Zimmer
The Margrave, yeah.
and his family. I don't know if we know that guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were just having a chat with him. But I think they're going to be, at the moment, at the very least, they're in the most protected building in the city, and they're already the most protected people in the city. So I think we can rest easy on that one, at least for the time being.
Okay. You do begin to make your descent down the stairs, and you find yourself in the lower depths of the underwalk. And as you walk, it's a lot more damp, the ground that you step on, than it was before. And as you look, and again, it's still like a lot darker here, but you can just make out like very subtle hues of color, and you can see that you're not in like sewage water or like a flood or an overspill. You're stepping in blood. And as you look across this expanse, there are hundreds of dead common folk, decapitated, ripped in half, guts sprawled and stretched across this sort of platform that led you to the underwalk.
Jesus Christ.
Holy fucking shit.
So that'll be why they started here then. This is the one
Can we
place the
keep an eye
guards
out?
don't.
Oh no. Can we keep an eye out for Julia?
Shit.
Are you
No.
keeping an active look at? Are you looking for her now?
I'm keeping an active lookout for Julia, her daughter, or son, whichever one it was,
Yeah.
and any gold that's immediately obvious to me.
Sure.
Like
Go
gold
ahead
patches,
and
gold
as
anything.
They don't need it. They're dead. Come on, man. Let the bodies get cold.
as you
Well, it's not what.
are looking, you're investigating. If you do me an investigation roll
Hang on.
for me, please.
I'm going to keep a lookout while she distracts herself. I'm going to just keep an eye out, see if there's anything lurking.
Yeah. You cannot see either the woman or the child, but you do find 18 copper.
Oh, I'll take it.
They were commoners. That's like their life savings.
No, it's not good.
You also, Lana, do come across on the wall by a leaning body. There is like a pattern, like an iconic pattern that seems not finished but partially drawn using blood.
Oh, that looks great. Can I do a investigation into that one? Like, if
You
I
could-
remember
You could do
anything
like
about
an
it?
arcana if you want.
No.
Nah. You know it's not good, but you know it's also not finished.
That looks ominous. Guy. Any ideas?
Something evil?
No, really.
Let me see. Can I investigate it a bit
Of course you
closer?
can. Arcana check.
With disadvantage because of my condition.
Of course. None needed. You recognize that this sort of glyph isn't complete by quite a long shot. It's literally like in its first stages. It's almost like something went, oh, I'm going to do this. Oh no, sorry, I've got to go and do something else. But you can recognize that some of the symbols are that in relation to destructive magic, like devastation magic.
I'll relay that to the rest. Devastation magic.
Like a big explosion?
Quite possible.
Because, I mean, if it's going to be an explosion, it makes sense to do it under the city. Not only will it get everything under here, but it'll get everything above it to fall down.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like it was drawn on like a supporting pillar? Something vital?
Yeah, so literally in the corner of the image here, you see the gent that's leaning up It would have been
All right,
this pillar here that you'd spot it from, and the actual blood leads from that body, and it's almost like they've just got like a 5-year-old drawing with a crayon would like lead it from the source all the way to where it's gonna do its actual picture. So it leads from that dead body. So the blood that's being used is from that individual.
Jesus. I'm gonna start like at least while everyone else is occupied, looking at the rune and stealing their money. I'm gonna start like just lining up corpses.
Okay. So you tidy
Not
up
like
the room a bit. I
yeah,
mean, there are. I mean, in comparison to the picture, there are like maybe 50, 60 bodies.
Jeez. I'll at least like make it so there's a path between, like the entrance and deeper into the underwalk.
Yeah, no worries.
Just so when someone comes down here to properly clean up,
yeah,
it's easier for them.
Mm-hmm. So, if I could have from you, please, some sort of march order, just so I know how to keep track of you. So
I'm up first.
If
I'll go second.
I'm in the middle.
okay, so using your movement and the tokens on screen, if you want to maneuver yourself through this sewer, I will then show and reveal areas as they come along. So as there is a leading bridge that goes over to a small walkway, which is over here, and leads along down this way into the gap, which would lead you to the residential ward. In fact, it may be. Didn't want to do that. It may be better also, perhaps, to have your. No, we'll wait. That's fine. So you say you're leading the charge there, Jirak, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna be up front and save me moving 2 tokens. Just assume that Kega is next to Clarence.
No, that's fine. What I will do is I'll use your token as the head token, and just say everyone's leading behind, and then I can move everyone behind. That's fine.
I don't see tokens.
What, at all?
I don't see tokens.
What do you see?
I said that I don't see tokens.
Yeah, so what do you see?
Just the map.
Oh.
No dead bodies, no glyphs.
That's weird.
I will refresh just in case.
It might just be loaded. That's the only thing about this isometric map is it makes it look lovely, but they are quite sizable, so it can take quite a while to load in when you're building. Okay, so yeah, you cross over the bridge. There doesn't seem to be any hassle. The strong scent is very sort of in this zone. You can feel quite a slight breeze coming down that tunnel that would lead you to the Underwalk residential area. The water obviously trickling and running through as it was before.
Did you say a breeze?
A very, very subtle breeze, yes.
There wasn't one there before, right?
Not that you recall.
Right, so there's either they've built themselves a brand new doorway, or something a lot worse is making wind down there.
Possibly.
Okay, well, gang, as we were. Are the bodies like I was literally just about to say, are they only on this last platform? Are they leading all the way to the residential ward? But
No,
that
but
sort of answers it.
the majority of them are on that top sort of outlet platform, which is like the entrance and exit to the underwalk. So it almost looks, when you kind of look back, it almost looks like there was like an attempt of an escape, and whatever was come after them got them before they had the chance to. Hence why they're all kind of cluttered in one area. I mean, there are a lot of women, men, women, and children, but from Lana's investigation, she didn't find the same female that you helped with the necklace.
Okay, but it's not like there's every single corpse is in this room. There are some.
No.
Elsewhere.
There's some leading. Yeah, you can see like it just like the process slows. There's not as many in bulk.
Okay, Lana, keep your eyes open. We may yet find who you're looking for.
I'm gonna keep looking,
Yeah.
and like keeping a general lookout for the group.
Sure thing. No worries. Okay. So we'll say as you lead the pact, Jirak, down here, if you could make me a perception check, please. Okay. And are you walking through regularly, or are you stealth?
Well, we have to go half speed anyway because of Shael, so I assume because stealth is half speed anyway. So
Sure.
if we're going that fast, we may as well be going.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check as well, then, please. And that'll be for the group as a stealth check, please.
Okay. Not bad. Just above average.
Okay. So carefully and quietly, Jirak, you tread almost silently until Goplana follows and her foot slips off a slippery, slick rock into the sewage water below, and you hear the and then you hear that. I need you all to roll initiative.
Shit, fuck balls.
Perfect.
We're down here. Is this as we're going through like a shallow bit?
Yeah, so you're kind of off to the side, which is like a shallowed walkway. It's not quite difficult terrain, but if you was to move into the center, then it may be a bit deeper in the middle. Okay. Okay. I'll show you what you can see, given the darkness of this environment. Okay. You see like almost peer out of the dark these two imps, like clearly hearing the sounds of the most fortunate Goplana stepping into the shallows of the sewage water. And Goplana, it's your go.
She's gonna take a moment to regret her life choice. Hate everything, and oh, how far away is that? Yeah, she's gonna move just behind Lan over here, and then form whip Beastie Boy over there.
Yeah. Okay. 22 will most definitely
Jesus Christ, it's actually working.
hit.
A 9.
For the first time ever, Thorn Whip has landed.
Jesus Christ.
Hasn't the damage for that gone up as well?
Oh, I don't know.
Most cantrips go up by 1 dice at level 5.
Level 5, yeah.
Oh, hang on.
But I think some of them don't for some reason.
I don't think.
That's a cantrip, is it?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Hang on.
Because no, obviously they're meant to be the equivalent of
like an attack.
Like an attack. So it's whenever you get an extra attack, they go up by 1, I think.
Thorn Whip spells 1d6.
Oh yeah, it says here. But higher level, this spell's damage increases by 1d6 when you reach 5th level, 11th level, and 17th level.
Yeah. 5th level 2d6.
Do you want to roll the attack again?
Just to roll a 1d6, just to go on top of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, if it didn't before, it does now. As you whip the imp that screeches as it flaps its wings towards you, you whip and it leeches round its neck, and as you pull back, you see the lower body go limp and fall to the floor as the head kind of falls the opposite way, blood spilling this black, like tar-like ichor and smoke, as these hellish beasts are known as it falls to its death.
Fab. I'm then going to go against the wall as far as I can away from the sewage. And kind of shake off my foot.
Okay. After hearing the splash of the dead imp and the whoosh of your thorn whip, you hear a and you hear as something is coming closer. Can't quite see it in view at this stage. Shael.
So we do hear something else coming.
Yeah, you can't quite see it at this stage. You still have the imp flapping and kind of screeching at you.
Yeah, but my only ranged cantrip is fire. Okay, I'll take the leather strap around my hand to cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'll take out the rapier, and you hear that familiar hum, even though a little bit disturbed because of my condition. And I can move a little bit. Maybe. Yeah. Just behind Jirak. And that will be my turn.
Okay.
Because now my movement speed is 20 feet.
No worries. Following the splashing noise of something coming closer, in the further distance you can hear a Clarence.
Sorry, I had to turn my mic on. Clarence, out of character, is going to rage.
Out of
And
character.
out of character. And
In character, he just has a hissy fit.
yeah, not anymore. Not since
It's not fair.
not since I found God or Goddess.
You could always say it's a religious rage,
The
a zealous fervor.
Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah, you're gonna burn in hell.
And I'm going to recklessly attack the imp.
Okay. Of course, an 18 will hit. Bludgeoning damage.
And going to do the same again.
Okay.
12.
Misses.
But it's recklessly.
Oh, didn't you have advantage?
No, I don't, because I'm carrying a maul, which gives me disadvantage because it's twice my size.
Okay.
We need to find an item that like either makes him ridiculously strong or that makes the hammer very, very light. Because otherwise, never going to be able to get advantage.
Well, I can if someone's flanking.
Yeah. No, you can't stack.
I thought it did. I thought
If you're at disadvantage,
yeah.
and you have advantage, it's a flat roll.
But then if I've got 2 advantages and 1 disadvantage,
no, advantage and disadvantage doesn't
No.
stack. No.
Is that not how it works?
No, because that's something that they would have done in 3rd edition, where you have like 18 different +1 and -1 bonuses to any different attack.
Yeah.
So they said, nope, fuck it. There's 3 things that any roll can be: good, bad, or okay.
Then yes, I could never have advantage.
Well, you never know.
3rd
You
edition.
might be graced with a smaller weapon as a side weapon, perhaps.
Oh, some gauntlets of ogre power.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you swing, and the first hit hits, but kind of the thud is a little off. It doesn't sound like it made as much of an impact that you would hope it to. And the second one, you go wide. Jurak.
Okay. So what direction roughly are those noises coming from? So I saw something was up here, right?
As much as you can fathom, it's ahead of you. It's hard to distinguish with the running water how far, but it's ahead of you.
Okay. I'm going to call out to Kegger and point to the imp that Clarence is dealing with and say,
Sure.
kill. And then I'm going to move.
Yep.
And I'm going to move just forward enough that I'm like ahead of it, or just ahead of Clarence, I think, and do my bonus action stance. So if anything comes close, I get to stab it with loads of damage.
Of course. FYI, Clarence, you're currently in difficult terrain, so you know.
Okay.
Because you're within the deeper part of the sewage water.
You have to remember, I'm in no.
Yeah.
So am I drowning?
For anyone else, it wouldn't be as bad, but it's like waist.
It's up to
lower
waist, yeah.
It's up to everyone's ankles and my waist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah. I use my bonus action to set myself against a charge.
Yep.
Kegger is going to run over this way. So this is not a beast, as we have learned.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to claw. Nice. So 4 damage, assuming they're resistant to non-magical attack. And if it's still alive,
yep.
it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Which is 15.
Okay, yeah, beat it by 1. Then that is Kaga's turn.
Okay. Summer.
I'm just gonna move just down here. Not really a lot that I can do at the moment.
Okay. You'll be getting a little bit closer to deeper territory, just so you know.
That's all right, bro.
Okie dokie. So the imp. At least the imp that you can see. Is going to attack Clarence.
Sorry, Nick. I've got 7 temporary hit points. I'm guessing I don't have those anymore.
You had them on your last rest, didn't you?
I think when I prayed something.
Yeah, so you do have them. They were 24 hours, if I remember rightly. So you do still have them at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Does a 19 hit you, Clarence?
Yes.
So I need you to make a. What is it? It's got to be poison.
Constitution?
It doesn't say on the thing. Make it Constitution because I think it's because of poisoning. Yeah, which it is.
Okay.
So DC 15.
I failed.
Okay, so you take 4 points of piercing damage and 9 points of poisoning damage.
So you cut out at both times you said the numbers.
Yes.
Damage of 4 piercing damage and 9 points of poisoning damage, as the imp shrieks at you and goes "Fool!" and bites at you with its. Well, sorry, doesn't bite with you. He stings at you.
Bites with its tail.
And let me just make sure I know the movement of my imps, because one might be in range. Oh, yeah, he totally is in range. Out of the darkness, as you're a little bit closer there, Jirak, one swoops in above you like a bat, out of the dark, and swings down and attempts to attack you also.
I'd like to see him try.
12.
Haha, he does not succeed in trying.
So you see his tail whip round and try and like stick you in like the abdominal area, and you kind of like just you maneuver out of the way, but you've got your charge attack that you can use now.
I love doing these. There's so much. If only I had Hunter's Mark on him as well, because there's so much stupid amounts of damage. Right, so spear, yes. Charge, yes. It's not a beast. It doesn't have Hunter's Mark. Click. Oh yeah, buddy. Okay. That is
It's more than enough.
Jesus Christ. 28 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, even half
From my first attack. No, I only get the one.
Would have been fine. Yeah, so you see it comes down, swings at you with its tail, and you just like back off, and you could sort of see like this shudder of Jirak, and he like just spears this beast with rapid concession through its torso. You just see all these holes like peer out this black ichor goo as it dies and falls into the sewage water. And this one manages just to come into view. Goplana.
Sorry, I couldn't find the button. I'm going to move to about by here. And how far can I lean forward without falling into the?
I mean, it's this walkway is like a single person walkway, so it's about 5 foot. So you could perhaps putting your foot into the water. You 1 foot, you might be able to get like that extra 5 foot closer, so 10 feet. But one of your feet would be definitely in the water. It's only like cover like the top of your shoe, but it's enough.
No, it's all right. One of my feet's already covered.
Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna put that foot down, very quickly cast Storm Whip at the one over here, and then get it out as quickly as possible.
Okay. Go ahead, make that attack.
15.
15 will hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more than enough. It
Fantastic.
looked quite ropey as it was attacked by Clarence and Kegger.
Get pissed off about this game.
Cool. I'm then gonna move back behind someone. Don't know who that is, but I'm hiding behind you. And shaking off my foot again because
It's an enemy cultist. You've just completely fucked yourself.
So, with the footsteps rapidly getting closer and closer to you, Jirak, a hellhound, the same type that you saw in the street, rushes out of the darkness towards you, and as you just reacted to the imp and you see this beast just charging towards you, before you have a moment to react, it goes in for the attack. Does a 19 hit?
That is my AC, yes.
Oh shit. Okay, so that is 6 points of piercing damage and 10 points of fire damage.
Yikes. Okay, 16 points of damage. Nothing like that to start off the day.
While we're at it, I'll reveal a little bit more of the map. Just because. Shayel.
Currently, I'm going to move again, just around here, which is my maximum. Looking around, I see only that imp. The one over here.
And the Hellhound in front of Jirak.
In front of?
Jirak.
Oh, Jirak.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna hold. Nah. Actually, no, let me see. Okay. I'm gonna. Oh shit, I don't have material components. Fuck.
Nope.
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna hold my action then. I'm gonna hold an attack action if something comes in melee.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay. And that will be my turn.
Again, Jirak, you being the closest one, that same voice that you heard echoing in the far distance, you can hear the and you hear the as this much heavier sounding beast in the distance approaches.
The language is infernal, right? I don't know what it's saying.
You can only fathom that's what it is.
Yeah. I'm just checking it's not like Orcish or something. It's not some random
But it
orc
doesn't
guy.
say-
Okay.
There's nothing that you've heard that's familiar to this.
Okay. Cool.
Clarence.
Yes, so gonna pop over here.
Yep.
And smash this bad boy.
Okie dokie.
Recklessly, obviously.
Okay.
So 26.
26 will hit. Nice.
12. And I'm going to do that again.
Okay, good. Yes, of course.
For 9.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, you give it 2 whacks with your maul, and it does kind of yelp at you as like a gargle mess, and you clearly see that your maul is making an impact, and this black ichor does seem to come out of its form when you're hitting it. Your maul is immaculate.
Because I look after it nice.
Jirak.
I've given it a special wax.
I don't want to know about your special wax, mate.
I'm a child.
You're 40 years old.
37.
Oh, sorry. How dare I? I think I'm just gonna go ham on this guy here. I'm gonna start off hunter's marking it. So one of my spell slots gone, and then I'm just gonna try and stab it in the face.
Oh, nice.
So not charged, but it is hunter's mark. 16.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Okay, 14 points of damage. And I've already used my bonus action. Yeah, I think that's going to be my turn. On my turn, I will direct Kega to. Is this him actually there, or is it?
Yeah. He's there.
Okay. Then she will do as before, run and like jump at it in the air.
No.
So Kega has run. So claw. Ignore the punch. So 8 points of slashing damage, half to 4, and strength saving throw.
Okie dokie. Oh, that was a 18.
Fuck me. Okay,
The -2, so that was a natural 20.
these imps have been roiding or something since we last saw them. Okay, yeah, that's a shame, but it's how it is.
Okay. Summer.
I'm just gonna keep moving.
Okay. Remember,
Forward.
half speed.
Oh. Yo.
Anything else while you're there? Just out of range.
Yeah. Because I don't have my court staff anymore either.
No, you don't.
No. So I'm just gonna have to go full on ninja on everything.
You do have your knuckle.
Yeah, I do.
And your ugly stick.
Yeah, but I don't want to use that. Not on these. I don't want to give them extra hit points. Nah.
So-
Don't you speak Infernal, Summer?
Can't think of anything nice to say.
No, I'm just, you know, if you speak Infernal, then you can figure out what they're saying. If they're saying like, "I'm going to come and eat you,"
I mean, yeah, there is that one thing that's talking. Do I actually know what
Yeah.
that's saying, or can I not hear it?
From the distance you were at the time that it was said, you didn't quite hear it. You could hear like an echo, but you couldn't quite make out what was said. But I would say at this distance, if he was to say anything else, you'd be able to make out what it is.
Okay.
worth a go.
Okay,
Really?
so the imp near Kegger is going to attack. I was going to say, would he go invisible? No, he probably wouldn't. Does a 15 hit Kegger?
15 is her AC. Yeah.
Holy shit!
After I realised that I'm meant to be adding my proficiency to it this whole time.
It's 4 points of piercing damage and 9 points of poisoning damage.
Oof. Okay, minus
Yikes.
13. That's half a health bar. Jesus.
Goplana.
Right. The only thing that's alive is the Hellhound. Oh, and the
The
Imp,
things
I
that you
can't
can
get to it.
see is the Hellhound and the very injured imp.
Oh god. Okay.
Well, in fact, the Hellhound's quite injured as well, in fairness.
Okay, I'm assuming that there's still a way
Yep.
going around here.
Yeah, the walkway goes all past that way, all the way down
I'm
to
going-
the district.
Gonna go by here
Mhm.
and rinse and repeat Thorn with the Hound.
The Hound, lovely, go for it.
Oh, it's getting worse. Back
Yeah,
to normal.
13 will not hit.
Cool. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh,
The
what's that?
Hellhound, after being abused by a barrage of attacks from everyone, where is he? He's going to use kind of like his back arches, his head retracts into his shoulders, his teeth begin to bare, and you can see flame flickering within his teeth as he opens and barks a fiery breath. Which is... let's see who it covers.
Oh,
so it's... Shael, Summer, and Jirak. Or I think I might just miss you, Goplana. I think.
thanks for that.
I think, yeah. So Shael, Summer, and Jirak, a dexterity saving throw DC 12. Oh shit.
Nice.
Summer, you as well. Summer, okay, half as much. So it's, oh fuck! I just realised how many fucking D6s this is.
Way to make us feel better.
6 D6. So that is 25 points of fire damage. That's half for you there, Summer.
Even though I'm resistant,
You're
Even-
resistant, so it's halved again.
so it's half again.
Yes.
I just want to say, if that hit me, I would have been out.
Yeah.
That would have been me.
Yep.
I'm almost out.
Jesus.
You guys
25
have
points of
got
damage.
healing potions, right?
Yeah.
If you're banking on it and aren't actually sure, then might have some words for you later.
I have nothing.
Hey, you guys got prepared, not me.
I mean, I've got this nice little handy gift that if I am about to die,
yeah.
I can literally bring my own health right back up.
That's all right for some, isn't
Sorry,
Okay.
don't you bounce back from the dead with 1 HP?
I do! I forgot about that. Oh, yeah.
Shael,
It is
it's
all
your
right for
turn.
some. I just am one of those people.
Right.
Okay, it's my turn.
Mhm.
Fuck it. It looks really hurt, right?
Oh yeah, it's really bad condition.
Okay, so I have enough movement to go in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna murder this boy. What the fuck's he doing at left, right?
I'll take the attack action,
Okay.
which right now is 2 attacks,
Okay.
because I'm level 6.
Hey.
Does 24 hit?
24 does hit.
That's 12 points of piercing damage. Holy shit, that's maximum.
It's enough. It's literally got 10 hit points left, so
My rapier is not magical. If
got
it
no
has
resistance.
resistance.
It's got no resistance.
Okay.
It's only got immunities, and piercing is not one of them.
Good, then I will not use my second attack apparently. I'll just go. Oh fuck! As it slides off the rapier.
Okay. As the stomping grows ever closer, you hear Summer. You hear the voice of a very familiar language, one that says, "I can smell your flesh out there. Come to me. There's no reason to run. You will not escape."
Oh no, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Come with me if you want to live.
I can smell your flesh.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Get to the chopper.
Listen, I just comfort in.
Oh, sorry. Let me just reveal who you see stepping towards you. Forgot about that part.
Oh.
Doesn't he look pleasant?
Oh,
It's a
I like
monkey.
his staff.
We can have it when we eventually beat him.
Excellent
You mean the
idea.
sight?
Oh, it is more of a scythe, isn't it?
Mhm.
Finally, a worthy opponent.
He's just out of my reach.
Mhm.
So I'm dashing.
Half movement. Don't forget.
Oh, you bastard! Oh, that's fine because if I dash, it's 65 feet. And as a bonus action, I'm going to attack.
Okay.
15.
Give me a sec, because I'm not at his stats. I'm on the wrong bloody clip. 15 is his AC, so yes, you do.
Oh,
hit.
good.
I've got to find out what his immunities are. Hold on.
That is for 12 and 7, which is 19 points of damage.
Okay.
7
Yeah,
rage
the same like off-tone thud as you did with the imps. This guy seems to have the same resistance.
Isn't my weapon magical?
No.
It says +1. Mo +1.
No, we already established in our house rules that +1.
It's only
work
magical when I
unless
put the gems in.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. +1s are just sharper, more better designed. We class them as not classing them as
Masterwork, yes.
magical unless it
Okay.
states that it's a magical weapon, i.e., it does a magical effect. That's when it's magical.
Well, technically, it does have a magical effect.
What? It stays clean.
No, I can cast locate object with it, and if I pray, I get an extra d6 radiant damage.
If you cast that.
Yeah, but also I can cast locate object, so it is magical.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion.
Just
check.
not magical when it comes to hitting things.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion. Go on.
Oh, okay.
If you get above a 15 without your modifier, I will allow it.
That's good because I've got -2.
Ah, excellent. How do you have -2? You're a child. You should have like incredible.
Oh, because I rolled
charisma.
terribly.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
But you think your character would be more abrasive if you have a -2 charisma?
Well, he was. That's why he had massive temper tantrums, and no one liked him.
No,
I thought it was
there's
endearing.
other reasons.
Yeah, it's not a magical attack. It doesn't.
It's not magical
cause
weapon.
like cold damage or fire damage or anything like that.
Okay. That's me done.
Okay. Would help if I actually put the damage in. Okay. Jarak.
Alrighty.
Crossing over to that way would be difficult terrain.
Okay. So my movement is 30. Yeah, don't get any bonuses. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, if I dash, I can get into melee range. Tell you what I'll do. Okay, I'm gonna run over.
Yeah.
Using my action to dash, and when I get there, I'm gonna action surge, and attack it.
Okay.
We are. Oof. AC 14 doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
Waste of an action surge. At least I'm showing that I mean business. And then bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind and just regain just a couple of hit points.
Okay.
Maybe. Oh,
Nice.
10 healing. I don't get Hunter's Mark damage on my second wind. Yeah, that's going to be me. What does this thing look like? Is it just like the token? It's just a weird fucking spiky devil boy.
It's a monkey.
It's a monkey. Yeah, it's big, spiky. Yeah, it doesn't look very pretty.
I mean, I assume that. Yeah,
like predator-ish kind of. The lower jaw, it actually like separates, and it's got this like long forked like tongue.
Nice. All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Kega, then in that case.
So Kega is going to, I think. So she's got a. Oh no, she's still dealing with this dude, isn't she?
She's still got the imp in front.
Yeah, I forgot. Thought it was still alive. All right. Yeah, then she will. Since it's not a charge, she's just going to go for a bite attack. 16 for 4 points of damage.
Yeah, 16 will hit, and he has exactly 4 hit points, so even half, that's enough to put him down.
Nice. Yeah, and then I think so. She's got a climb speed of 40 feet. So could she use that to like parkour up the wall?
Sure. Why not?
Well, actually, no. She's going to save that to next turn. She's going to stay there for now because if she does it next turn, she gets the pounce
Okay.
thing.
No
Yeah,
worries.
she'll stay there for the time being then.
Sure thing. Summer.
Oh my god.
Bless you.
Oh, thanks. So we're just gonna keep moving forward. Hello.
Half speed.
For fuck's sake.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's around. Where was I? Like there?
So you're dashing.
Yeah. No, my speed is like 45.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the imp. He has. Let's see. Oh, well, within range. What about you? Oh, yeah, you're better. Okay. One zooms past you, Jirak, just out of your reach. And one zips around the back of you, Clarence. And both whip or attempt to whip you both with their stings. Does a 7 hit you, Summer? Clearly not. Does a 17 hit you, Clarence?
It does. But he gets advantage against me.
Oh, it does.
Don't encourage him.
Hey, if I'm going to play this game, I'm going to play it by the fucking rules.
and that's why you've got terrible stats.
Well, it's fine. It's not a crit. It's very close to a crit. Literally 1 point off a crit. So that's 4. Oh, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 15.
Okay. Yeah. I
So
flip it the finger.
You take 4 points of piercing damage and 6 points of poisoning damage.
4 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Goplana.
Right.
With your soggy foot
Oh.
squelching as you walk.
Oh, that's even worse. Right. Okay. I'm gonna move 30 foot, which is about by there. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, about by
Yeah,
there.
about there.
And I'm gonna way too far away. I'm going to, in fact, if I'm by here, I'm gonna thorn whip the imp.
Go
Let's try
for
that
it.
again.
Yeah, it's going well.
Is it?
You're doing better than most.
Oh, look at that.
Yep. So 20 will hit.
7.
Okay, yeah.
And how? Who's worst off out of you lot for health?
I mean,
Right.
Shael looked pretty battered, but he looked
Yep.
battered before.
Now I'm also bleeding. Burned.
Slightly more profusely than when you got here.
But smouldering hair.
Yeah. I've probably still got more health than everybody.
Yeah,
Probably.
I'll healing word, Shael.
Okay.
Yeah, have 6.
Ooh,
Merry Christmas.
that's almost as much as I had.
There we go.
Yeah, look at it percentages. You doubled his hit points. Good job.
Almost.
Yeah, things are looking up. See.
all a matter of perspective.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Dying in a sewer to a literal Satan.
Okay. He's gone, so we'll go with that one. Yeah. Shale.
Ooh, so now it's also difficult terrain.
Yeah, if you go into the middle with the rest of the fray, then yes.
Oh.
Join us.
I could say you can get to the imp without a problem, but if you want to go further than that, then you're in difficult
My
terrain. But you
movement
would be
is-
at difficult terrain at that point of the imp.
My movement is still 20 feet, even without the difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, okay, I'll go to Lana.
Okay.
Oh,
First, I'll say thank you. Do you
Welcome.
happen to have any? It's something from the material pouch.
What do you want?
Any licorice root?
Licorice root. Double check my stuff. Hang on.
If you have a material,
This will count as
pouch-
your action, just so you know.
Not on that one. I've not written them down. I've just been using. Oh. I might. What do you want it for? And I'll be able to find it quicker.
for a material component for haste.
I don't think I have any actually. Can I help you with anything else?
She's trying to get a good score on Trustpilot.
Yeah, I was going to say, now that's customer service.
To be quite honest, yes.
She knows how important it is to be good to your customers. That's why she's so picky about it.
No,
Fuck. Okay.
I don't think I do. Sorry. No, I've got Human and a spider.
That's all right.
Okay, that's your action.
Yeah, I know.
Worth a try.
Yep.
Okay. The barbed devil, after sort of having the barrage of attacks against him, kind of looks past and looks at you, Summers, like, how can you fight with these underlings? Nothing but meat. And then attacks. Holy. 1, 2. 2 the claws. Okay. So it slashes its claws at you, Jirak, then a tail at you, Clarence, and another set of claws at you, Jirak.
Alright.
Both claws are 18 to hit. Tail is
Haha.
at 15.
Both miss.
Does the 15 hit you, Clarence?
15's my AC.
So that's 14 points of piercing damage.
14.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Clarence.
I'm gonna mix things up and hit it with my maul. No.
Nope.
Oh,
That one will.
yeah, that's gonna make up for the miss. Well, not really. Was that 16 points of damage?
Yep. Again, that sort of odd, dull thud doesn't seem to be quite as effective as you'd hoped. I need to leave. Jirek.
Right. So now Kegger is soon to be joining us. Is this imp like if I step away from it, I'm not going to get an opportunity attack, am I?
You won't, but Clarence would if he was to move.
All right. So I'll move around this way then, so as to flank, and then.
Maybe a little bit more.
Oh yeah, sure. I just don't want to stand on top of too many tokens at once because it will become very difficult to look at. Okay, yep, and then stabbo again. So, yep, 25 to hit for a total of 7 points of piercing. Oh no, my spear is silvered, so I don't know if these are actually being halved.
Let me have a look. From non-magicals that aren't silvered, so yes, it does do that.
I knew it was worth the money getting this done.
So okay, yeah.
Nice. Can't do much else, unfortunately. I've used all my interesting abilities.
Okay, then in that case.
Parkour, run across the wall, land here, and she is going to try and claw. Advantage from flanking?
No.
Clarence
Okay. Would,
well,
but he doesn't stack.
Yeah, misses then, unfortunately. But at least she's up in the mix. It's always good.
Good. Summer.
I want to try and grab this imp and drown it.
Okay. So that'll be do an attack roll. Unarmed strike. If you hit, then it'll be a strength. I would have done a dex, composing dex, because he tried, but right, so yeah, okay. So you grab him. So now strength check. Oppose strength check. So. Nice. So you grab him by the scruff of the neck, and you go to push him under, and he kind of just contorts his body in a way that kind of falls through the grasp of your hand.
As my extra attack, can I try again?
With the other hand, you can make another strength saving throw.
God.
17 again. Fails. So this time you go to try and catch him with the opposite hand, and you miss him completely, and almost go through the space that he was in.
Damn it.
I'm guessing
Okay.
that's the end of your turn.
No, I'm gonna do a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Spend a key point to try and kick the shit out of it. Flurry of blows.
Okay. Well, the 15 will hit.
Oh, ignore the. I put the
Necrotic, I know. Yeah.
knuckle ones on there as well, so ignore that
That's
one.
right. So even half of 6 is 3, which is his HP. So try to grab in one hand, the other miss, and then you angrily with the third attack swipe him. You just knock his jaw, and you hear it as his neck like hangs limp, and he kind of looks at you. His eyes move around in a circular motion, and he just falls flightless into the sewage water. Imp. This imp is going to attempt to attack Clarence. If I can find the sheet. There he is. 14.
That misses.
Okay. So you see his sting like ready from behind, and as it sort of comes towards you, you manage to just sort of swift your body out the way. Got planner.
Right. Okay. Moving down this way again. Approximately. Yeah, not too close to it. So I'm gonna go to about by here and thorn whip this one
Oh, I forgot
because
about
it
him.
seems to be doing the best of mine.
Yep.
10 ain't gonna hit.
Nope. And now he knows you're there.
Then I'm going to retreat backward to about by here because that's about 30 foot.
Okay.
And is anyone else looking a bit ugh?
It's hard to tell at this stage of the battle. Everyone seems to be covered in some sort of goo.
Then I'm just gonna flip them off and hope for the best.
Who are you flipping off? The imp?
Yeah.
Good to know. Shael.
Okay, so she flipped off the imp.
She did.
Okay, so I'll move to here. Stand on a ready action when the imp comes in range to attack.
Okay.
Hey, protection.
That will be my turn, yeah.
Okay. Good to know. The barbed devil, then. Where's his sheet? 2 claws, tail. First claw 18, second claw 25, both at you, Jirak, as he claws you like a cat would, one after the other, left and right. 11 points of piercing damage as he spins around and whacks you, or attempts to whack you, Clarence, with his tail for 16.
That would do it.
And that's 13 points of piercing damage.
13.
Yes, 1-3. And it's your go, Clarence.
Just gonna smack him.
Smack him. The power of Christ compels you.
Not very well. And we'll go for again. No, fuck it. That was a waste of a turn. Yep, I'm just swinging recklessly and missing.
Jirek. Hello? You may be muted, Jirek.
That I may. Well, 19 points of piercing damage. Old reliable, just stabbing it in the face best I can. And then Kega will follow up if it's still alive with a. Actually, because she's that close, she can try and bite it.
Oh,
If a 15 hits, then 10 more points of damage.
15 does hit. It's AC.
Lovely. Okay. Yeah, so a total across the two of us for 29 points of damage.
Nice. However, she is halved, isn't she? 'Cause she's not classed as a magical weapon.
Oh, yes. No, she doesn't have silver teeth. Oh, I could get her implants.
You most certainly
That's
can
an
try.
idea. See how well that goes for her.
Okay, good. We're taking you to the vet. No. Oh shit! Where's the fucking sheet? Bob Devil. So yours is that. Yeah. That's not. And okay. Summer, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna come running in over here and run and drop kick it.
Gonna try and drop. 12 misses.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna try and punch it.
Okay. 25.
Nice.
And this is with your knuckle.
Oh, with my knuckle.
Okay. So that includes all of that. So that's...
And then I'm gonna, as my bonus action, spend another key point. Try and smack the shit out of it.
Okay. 8 misses. So you manage to clock him. Like you literally go rushing in, miss the drop kick, and you just like swing wildly, like haymaker style, like your arms doing some sort of propeller movement, your eyes completely closed. Lucky you managed to get one, and then you kind of swing wildly left to right and miss him completely with any of the other attacks you have.
Beautiful.
The imp. Rinse and repeat for him. Oh shit. That's a 24 there, Clarence.
Nope, that misses.
7 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make another DC 15 Constitution saving throw, please.
7 points of piercing, did you say? A Constitution save?
Yes, please.
Sorry, okay, so down to... That'd be 14.
13 points of poisoning damage.
13.
13.
1-3 poison.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
DC 15, you failed.
I don't know. I can see where it went wrong now.
So the
Oh,
other.
oh shit! No, hold on.
Go on.
I can refold. I can reroll rolled failed save. So I'm gonna do that now.
Oh, okay.
No, fuck it. Let's do 13.
So the other imp tries to fly out wide, going around and then coming close to Goplana. Unfortunately, he's still within your range, Shael, so you have the attack that he was holding.
My attack action.
Mm-hmm.
So, first one is 15 to hit.
15 hits.
For 9 halved because it's not magical.
Yep.
And the second is 14 to hit.
14 will still hit, yeah.
Whew. For 12 half to 6.
Yeah, that's enough. You swing at it twice with your rapier, and like Zorro style, like 3 parts of this imp just kind of fall in different directions. One kind of lands on the foot of where Goplana is stood. And as you look down, Goplana, the piece that's fallen on your foot is kind of like bubbling and almost like boiling with this black ichor ooze.
Oh, God, I need new shoes.
I hope it's the same foot that you stepped in with.
Yeah, it's exactly the same foot. It's a really sticky, gloopy, soggy foot. Goplano, sure go.
First thing I'm gonna do is kick this little shit away.
The remains, yep.
The remains of it. Okay. How far away are they? They are quite far away.
They're quite far away from you.
Oh
yeah.
no, I can still get it. It's fine. So I'm gonna move, not from here, but I can from here.
What's your thorn
Thorn
whip
whip.
radius?
30.
Yeah, just within that reach. Yeah, 20 will hit. Come on, nice and big. Oh,
8.
okay.
Yeah, that'll do me.
Shael then in that case.
So where does the hard terrain start?
About there, about halfway. That's where. Once you're at that stage, any other movement beyond that point is halved.
Well, I can get only to that stage, so
Yeah.
I'll get to that stage.
Sure, no worries. The bearded, barbed devil then. I don't know why I say bearded. Barbed.
I need daggers.
Multi-attack. Oh, really? Yeah, he's probably pretty distracted. 2 claws at you this time, Clarence, as he's facing you, and a tail at Jarrett. 1, 2, 3. Tail for 9. 1 claw for 11. 1 claw for 22. So that's 6 points of piercing damage, Clarence. As again, like a mad cat, scratches with its claws at you twice, spins around and whips at Jirak, barely missing. Sorry. But it's your go, Clarence.
How is the horny devil looking?
It's hard to say.
Horny devil.
There's definitely scars and marks on him from previous impacts, but
Okay.
some might say he's half the being he was.
Half the being he was. I'm pretty much just a one-trick pony, so I'm gonna.
Well, 26 will most certainly hit.
So that in total is 12
6.
and 12, 26. So 13.
Nice, it's good. Okay, in that case, Jirak.
Right. I am going to. I think I'm just gonna cure wounds because I'm not looking too hot at the moment.
Yeah.
Cast at level 1. Average. Yeah. Okay. I'm not. I mean, I doubled how many hit points I had. But I'm not doing too great at the moment. I'm gonna do that, and then use my. Can't really do much as a bonus action. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's all I could do.
Okay.
And then Kega is going to bite at him. Yeah, 4 points of piercing damage.
I haven't got that come through.
My connection to the server has been interrupted. I got a 15 to hit, 9 points of piercing damage, half to 4.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm sure it'll come through at some point.
Yeah, no worries. Okie dokie. Summer then, in that case.
How far up is its face compared to where Summer is?
Probably full arm's length. And tippy toes,
So
perhaps.
would a tail not be able to reach his face?
Your tail?
Yeah.
No, because it's probably about as long. It probably would from your back. It could probably reach like the top of your head.
Fuck it. I just attempt to ram my hand into his eye.
Probably not able to at this distance. You could
Not
probably
even if I
jump
jump.
and try, but your attack probably be at disadvantage.
That's fine.
You attacking? Okay, 16 will hit.
7. And then I'll poke him in the other eye and I'll.
14
Oh,
will
that
miss.
was high.
Fuck it. I'll spend another key point and just try and punch the shit out of it.
How many key
again.
points is that left now?
3.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Is this with your knuckle or without your knuckle?
Oh, I took it off.
Okay.
I took it off the damage. I unclicked it from the thing, so just do it without.
Okay.
Ugh. Yeah.
Okay. This seems like looks, and you can hear him. Summer being the only one to comprehend. He's like, "This is bullshit," and he kind of disappears from sight. Got planner.
Right. How far am I from big boy over there. Oh, I can
Just
get big
within
boy.
range. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
It's going so well. Until, of course,
You had to say that.
someone
didn't you?
had to do a critical miss. So go ahead and roll me. Oh, what is it? Melee? Is it melee attack? Is it ranged attack? It'd be ranged, wouldn't it? Ranged. Let's see what have I got. Ranged attack throws natural weapons. Natural weapons.
End me. Please end me. I can see where this is going.
Is it a spell attack? It's not a spell attack, is it?
It is, yeah, ranged spell attack.
Range spell. I'm going face first into that water. I can see this.
At least you didn't piss yourself.
Well, there's always upsides.
Okay,
just be
roll me
covered in
a
someone else's.
d10, please. 1d10. 3. Ooh. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Acrobatics. Oh, yeah, dexterity. DC 15.
Oh, acrobatic. Motherfucker.
Okay, your turn has ended. Melee
Why do you screw me like this, roll 20?
Okay, you are currently prone.
Okay.
In the sewer because it's the closest place. Your turn has ended, and melee attacks have advantage on you.
Great! So I'm lying face down in a fucking sewer.
Pretty much. Yep.
And people are able just to wail on me. Really good. I'll be picking up my dignity sometime next session. See you all then.
It says slip up. You lose your footing, roll dexterity. You fall prone, and attacks have advantage against you.
Just hear some like faint sobbing in the background. You'll know what.
No, well, not sobbing, more gargling.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, Shao.
I'm gonna move my 10 feet.
Okay.
Which is like here. You're gonna hear me cursing loud. The whole class and their whole families while I'm walking.
Okay. Is that everything?
Unfortunately, that would be my turn.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I can dash actually.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 10 more feet. I
Yep.
can get somewhere between Clarence and...
Yeah.
between Clarence and Sima. Close enough to be able next turn to poke him if he's still alive.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
Okay. This might not end well.
That's reassuring.
Well, he's been attacking the same two people, so the likelihood is that he would continue to do so with a multi-attack. 2 claws at you, Jirak, 1 tail at you, Clarence. 1, 2, 3. As he's facing you, a 13, a 12, and a 16 for the claw. Does a 16 hit you, Jirak?
I don't think so.
No, it does not.
In that case, all attacks fail. That's quite fortunate.
That's what we'd like to hear.
Okay, in that case, Clarence.
I'm going to rinse and repeat. Is
15 will
15?
hit. Yeah, it will.
So that's 12.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably at this stage. You can tell he looks pretty messed up.
What's that?
He looks pretty messed up at this stage.
Oh, about fucking time.
Okay, Xerax, your turn.
Okay, I am going to, same as usual. Try and get the bitch with my spear. With flanking, that is 13 points of damage. And then Kega. Does Kega get flanking now? Because someone's
Yeah,
there?
for summer. Yeah.
Okay, then Kega gets 5 points of damage. So total of 18.
That is enough. How do you want to do
Nice.
this?
I want Kega to... So Kega gets the final blow, but I want her to like jump up and like take a bite out of this thing's throat, whatever, and then immediately find out that it tastes like shit and then spit it back out again.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you jab it with your spear, and Kega leaps, paws on its shoulder, and takes a bite out of its neck. It tears a large chunk, and you can see Kega almost like chew, and then the realization it tastes horrible flicks her head, and it like this just chunk of like black tar hits the wall and like slowly slicks down the side of the sewer wall where you are. All does seem quiet.
Nicely done, gang. Now, I need a nap.
Feel fucking exhausted.
I need a bath.
I mean, there's water right there.
Fuck off, Jirek.
Sorry, I thought it was funny.
Are we seriously? Can we go back up to where it's dry and slightly covered in floods, but not sewer if we're going to have a nap?
Yeah, I think we should take a rest somewhere that isn't shit creek, literally.
As you almost have that sense of you may have time to take that rest, you hear a in the far distance of where you are, and you hear a get back, they're coming.
One of the imps got away.
You can hear like the clanging of like metallic weapons
Which way is it coming from?
in front.
I'm gonna.
Oh boy.
I mean, we either go help or we fuck off.
We can't fuck off.
We've got to help.
Looks like
We could fuck off.
We aren't fucking off.
if it's the clock, we're fucking off.
Before we go anywhere, I wanna check to see if this thing has anything nice and precious on it.
Who, this big bubbling tar of mess that's
Yeah.
on the floor?
If there's anything in there.
I mean, he's a devil, doesn't really need much material things other than anything that's to harm him. Anything that's in his body seems to be like tarring away with the rest of his remains.
Mm-mm.
It's clearly not from this plane of existence. So his body's just decaying almost instantly.
Oh, yum.
Lana is gonna reach into the bag of holding that's on Jurek's back, grab the ring of water walking,
Yep.
and a health potion. Jab a health potion at Jurek, and then give Clarence the ring of water walking,
No worries.
so he might be able to
Sure.
get somewhere more and not be waist deep.
Smart.
Good to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink a health potion because I've got one spell slot left for the day.
I'll take it out of the bag. Anyone else need one desperately?
I mean, I could do with one.
Yeah, grab one at you as well.
Thank
I
you.
could also use one.
Pardon?
I could also use one.
Okay, all yours. We have 2 left.
What is it? 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah, if they're common.
I don't know. I think they might just be common ones.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, never mind. Then it's not right. I'll re-roll that.
I don't throw the ring of water walking because we've got a ring of water breathing. I don't think Clarence wants to swim up to things and like.
No,
No, we've got ring of water
You've got a
walking.
scroll of water walking, I think. Was it? Or
Is
was
it
it
water
a?
walking? I've got.
You've got something of water breathing and something of water walking.
It was the scroll of breathing and the ring of walking. The ring allows you to walk for, I think it was an hour a day.
An hour, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
Okay. You carrying on down the way? Or are you
We're going for the TPK.
Okay. So, as Jirak was leading the charge, I'll say that he's in front because that's how it was before, unless you decide to change.
No.
No.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Oh, 20, good. That's probably a good actually. So, first of all, let me reveal the area. So you do see a bunch of imps attacking hooded figures that look very much like class members, and as they're being like fighting off this imp like attack, you can hear like a slurping, like sludgy movement, and from above a large swollen gelatinous cube falls on the whole group and just starts munching away at them, not paying you any attention.
Oh,
It
thank
starts
Christ.
to grab and like it begins devouring on the imps and the 2 class members that were attempting to survive the underwalk. But additionally, within your inspection, you do notice the gate that was across the way from your last visit here is broken, and you do hear a almost tempo hypnotic like tone, like a hum or a whir. You hear like a
Is there like a drum beat and a funky bass line too?
kind of no drum, but it most definitely sounds like a beat of sorts,
Hmm.
or at least a pattern.
Is it a mean sounding beat?
You'd have to get closer.
Hmm.
Clarence can't resist the drum beat.
I mean, while this is going on, you can hear the slurping and gargling of this gelatinous
Well,
cube.
I don't want to wait until that thing's finished eating. So we keep going on.
We should wait.
Oh, God.
Come on, guys.
Fuck it. Okay, right. I don't want to wait for that thing to finish eating the imps and then come out and decide it wants to eat us instead. So let's go.
Right, I'm already covered in sewage. Let's go.
Okay, so you head over to the break in the fence, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make me another investigation check, please.
Investigation. Nice.
You just continue to hear the same whir. You feel perhaps if you was to enter the room beyond, you may be able to make out a bit more.
Is the beat something that any of us recognise?
Doesn't sound familiar.
It's just like a boom, 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 boom,
It's
boom,
more
boom
like
sort of thing.
Is it more like a pulse?
You ever heard of Tibetan throat singing?
Oh yeah.
It's much similar to that.
Yeah. Okay. So it sounds cultish, is what you're saying.
Oh, without a doubt, yes.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Great. Let's go and meet the cultists.
Clarence has been in a lot of cults. Does he recognise them?
Not this particular.
Sorry,
company, but
what?
again, you can't really see what's beyond this gate without going in.
Okay.
Can we go back to that?
Clarence is just easily persuadable, so...
Oh no, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that entirely tracks.
Look how quickly he got into the Knowing Mistress.
Yeah,
It took a leaflet.
I mean, I can't argue with that.
So are you going through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carefully. But
Okay, make your stealth checks as you enter this cavern beyond the broken gate.
Don't fuck me, don't fuck me, don't
fuck.
Hey!
Jurek just walks in shouting, "Hello!"
Anybody have?
Wait, you were in a cult?
Okay.
Yes, I was. Quite a few, actually.
Okay. So you do enter the room, but you
Alec,
do
shut
make
up.
quite a bit of noise doing so. But upon doing so, you do see, you see a room that is adjacent. Has like a break, or the water peers off of the sides at all directions of the entrance, but with a gap of about 10, maybe 15 feet, there's a platform surrounded by large, dark, obsidian-like statues, broken down ruins of pillars, and two very, very large devil-like statues with an individual in a hooded garb, and you can hear
That fucking Zeppelin.
the words now. It wasn't a song or music, it was a chant, and you can hear the words, "Step forth, comrades, as we cause torment and pain in the joint union of the crawling king and the Iron Duke. Come forth, feast on the blood of the living."
Wait, the Iron Duke is in...
Can I roll a religion check?
Religion check, yeah.
Yeah. Because that rings a bell, but I can't tell where from.
Where's my pencil?
Summer, you would, if you're trying to review this, you would have advantage.
Hello?
You would have advantage on your religion check. So.
Oh, okay. I'll just roll again.
Yeah. the Iron Duke is the ruler and seat of Dis, the city of Dis.
It's my best friend.
So you see this hooded figure, and in front of him is
Don't do it, Kat. I swear to shit.
gaping red vortex, a gate of sorts,
Oh,
a portal,
brilliant.
and you see imps and devils climbing and clambering out. And that is where we will end today's session.
Shit, fuck balls.
And I will
fucking mad.
reveal the full thing before I close off as well, so you can
I
see exactly.
I don't need to check. I have the information. I just forgot.
Okay, done. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Well, we're fucked.
Holy fucking.
So all the black tokens are statues.
Oh, thank
Okay.
Christ.
Oh,
Yes.
And these imps and devils climb out of this vortex.
Fucking
Don't
hell.
you do that?
So, right, Nick, if we ever fight whatever the fuck that thing is, the one that's the statue of, with the wings and the whip and the sword, like
That's-
straight out of Lord of the Rings,
Yep.
I'm not going to be happy. We're going to have words.